I'm Bridget Hodgson. I'm the head of Firearms Licensing, Northamptonshire Police. I run the unit Firearms and Explosives Licensing. We have 13,000 certificate holders in Northamptonshire with 35,000 guns. There is actually a letter going out with all of the certificates just reminding people that there is a zero tolerance in Northamptonshire with drugs and firearms. If anybody is found even in possession of a small amount of drugs for their own personal use, they will still have their certificate revoked. We expect a high level of responsibility from people in Northants who hold firearms, and by buying drugs they're committing an offence and they're also associating with criminals to do so. So all of our holders are actually linked to our local intelligence system, which means we get an immediate flag if somebody has any contact with the police. And when it's drugs, then obviously we do take action on that. And even if they're actually stopped for a drug search and no police action is taken, certificate could still be at risk. We don't need an offence to be committed, we don't need police action to be taken for a firearm certificate to be revoked. From November we started running a national pilot with the Police National database. So what actually happens now is that our National Firearms Licensing System is actually linked to the Police National database. That means that anybody outside of the county who comes to the attention of police, we get the flag the same as we would with the intelligence system locally. This actually includes people who are resident at the address, not just the certificate holders. So it does mean that if you've got somebody who lives at your home address and they're linked to drugs, you could be asked to store the guns elsewhere, or if there's still a risk potentially that we see that they could be accessed, then you could end up losing your certificate. Anybody who wants to ask any questions about this, they can actually contact our unit, they can send us an email, or they can go onto the Force website.